Hi, I know you came here for one thing, but today you're going to get two. We're going to take a look at the Unifi documentation, and it's specifically for the self-hosted version of its controller. Now, how that's going to work for us? Well, we're going to build it on something called LXC, so you don't have to set up a Docker environment. It's like the coolest thing in the world. So anyway, let's get down to it. You're going to need to know a couple of different commands for it. I'm going to just highlight what you need right here. You're going to need PVEAM, and we're also going to utilize PCT. Hang tight on those. I'll show you in just a second. Here it is. We're going to get into our Proxmox setup, and we would like to set up a container. We'll call it something, hosted, and give it a password, hello, and hello, and go to the next. Now this is where you're going to stop dead in your tracks if you haven't already gotten a template. So you need a container template in order to go any further, because you'll come to this drop down and it'll be completely empty. Now, lucky for you, I have a few of them in here. I'm going to show you how to get those. And come on back here to the pvim command. Okay, here it is. I'm going to say PVE Proxmox virtual environment AM, I think because it's coffee time. Morning. Update. We're going to let that run an update, and it's going to update the list of all of the different available containers. Once that's successful, we can say PVEAM and available to list out all of the available containers. And it's going to list a whole bunch here. Now, this is really, really cool stuff. If you look at this, and I'm just looking, oh, I didn't even see this. They've got a WordPress, they've got a WireGuard. This stuff is got all of the dependencies, everything is all bundled up and ready for you. So let's see here, OpenVPN, that's cool. You can check these out at your leisure, but today what we're going to be looking at, you said it was Unifi, right? So Unifi Self-Hosted. We should figure out exactly what this container should look like. So it's going to be an LXC container, but we need to take a look at the requirements. So let's jump on over and give it a good Google search here. So self-hosted Unifi controller, top hit. Let's see what those requirements are. Well, it looks like it's going to require either Windows or Linux or Mac OS. We're going to use Linux. Okay, scroll down, take a look at those frequently asked questions. Oh, updating self-hosted. That looks like it's Linux for us. Here we go. Let's click on it. Updating and installing. Now, I'm not going to bore you with actually showing you all of this, because if you scroll through it, you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different commands, and you're done. It's copy paste. Couldn't be easier. But let's scroll just a bit here, and we notice, oh, Ubuntu 22.04. If you're planning on using that, you're going to need that template. So let's go back on over here. We're going to use our pvim in Proxmox, and we're going to download one of those containers. So let's take a look. Aha, Ubuntu 22.04 standard. Let's go ahead and copy that. And PVEAM download. And we need to set a location for the download to go to. And we're going to set that for the disk here, local. So local, and then we paste in the name of the container. Couldn't be any easier. Now, I've already downloaded it, so it should go very quick. Yeah, yours will take maybe half a sip of coffee long. So from here, we are done with our pvim type commands. So I'm going to just put a line through there because we're done. Now we're going to take a look at PCT, okay, and that's going to be specifically for the containers. So let's get into that. I'm going to say PCT list. And this is going to list all the containers that we already have instantiated. And you can see I've got one of them, and it's got the VM ID of 400. If I wanted to start it, I could, but I'm going to show you how to build one first. Okay, so we have the list. We know we cannot use the VM ID of 400. Let's go and create. I'm going to use the GUI for it. And this is the self-hosted Unifi, so we'll call it Unifi. Passwords, I don't like them, I don't use them, and I don't suggest them. Use your SSH keys if you have them. Click on Home, Command-Shift, period, and that'll show all of your hidden files and SSH. Click on your .pub key for the public key, and you'll be logging in without a password. It's pretty cool. Ubuntu 22.04, And I'm just going to zip on through because I'm going to accept all of the defaults as if I had done this. Oh, I'm going to set it for the network address that I would like it to be. 25, 24, and I give it the gateway. This is important because otherwise you don't have a way to get off the network. So, one, copy that. A lot of copy and paste today. DNS server, I use that gateway, and I also use quad 9 for privacy. And we'll confirm it, start it after it's created, and away we go. Finished. Okay, takes about a brief second or so, and then we're going to connect to, just like you would with a Docker container, we're going to use that PCT within the terminal. Let's do it. And then SSH into PVE1. So let's do it. PCT and list. We should have two. There's VMID 100, we just started that one, and number 400, that was there before, it's already ready. What we are going to do is we'll say PCT start 100, because we're going to get inside that container. It's going to be pretty cool. And let's prove that out. List it, and you can see it is running. Good, good, we're there. Now, PCT exec. Get the VMID. Set the environment, bin bash. And now, woohoo, we're root at Unifi. When you are at this point right here, this is where the copy paste from that self-hosted, there it is. This is where all this stuff comes into play. So copy, wait for it, copy, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I'm not gonna make you wait for it. You guys have waited enough. Let's get down to it. We're done with PVM, we're done with PCT. Let us return to our environment. Okay. PCT list, see what's running. Okay. PCT stop 100. And we're going to start up 400. PCT start 400. I told you this one's already ready. But it's going to take a while for everything just to kind of find its feet on the network. And for that, what we are going to do, I got to make sure that we are ready to go. Let's go here. 10.0.0.25, port 8443. Don't forget. And it's going to take a while here to get so far. Okay, it is starting up. So there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. Once this loads up, we're going to be able to log in, and just like that, would you believe it? That controller just materialized for its web page. Look at that. Done and done and done. Perfect timing. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you. That is self-hosting Unifi using LXC containers. We've used PVM. We've used PCT. What more could you want? Get out there, go explore those other templates. Have fun.